What's up, guys? It's Ryantium here, and today we are back in Skyrim. And that's right, you guys, and don't snap. It's gonna be an awesome freaking day. So guys, welcome back, and happy Showcase Days. So, apologies about last weekend not being able to get a showcase out. I was a bit under the weather, but today, oh man, do we have a very special one to take a look at. So, today, the question that I'll pose to you, especially those of you that have played ESO, is... in Grotwood, the capital of, I want to say, the Aldmeri Dominion / where the Wood Elves live, there's a giant abbey called the Elden Root. Have you ever wanted to live in it? Well, now you can. Welcome home to the Dragon Tree Sanctuary. Now, the Dragon Tree Sanctuary is a home that's kind of split into two parts, but is mainly comprised of this just gargantuan tree. Now, I will say... it sticks out a little bit because the trees around here are fall trees, and this gigantic tree has some nice green leaves on it. Its wood doesn't really match. However, I do believe there's actually two versions of the home, because if you check the mod description, it actually says that there's a fall version and a summer version, and this is the summer version. So I'm going to go ahead and say that that's probably what it is. But yeah, so this house comes with all the bells and whistles that you could possibly think of as far as crafting goes, as far as storage goes. So let's go ahead and take a look at this, shall we? So, out on the outside, you have a nice little spot down here to keep your, keep your horses, keep your cows, your chickens on the ground floor. Nobody wants to have a horse and a chicken inside of a gigantic tree, because that's just asking for, a nightmare situation, especially with feces. But down here, you can go ahead and just keep all of those guys nice and safe and nice and stored. But then, I do love the fact that the mod author has turned the kind of stone, cold... barrow entrance into this wood. I will say the texture looks a bit odd. It's kind of all just kind of a part of the same texture. I think maybe a little bit of different textures throughout there would have made it look a little bit better. However, it is a neat little detail. There are some frame issues as well because there's a lot going on with this house. However, welcome home to the Inner Sanctuary. So when you arrive in the Inner Sanctuary, you are indeed home. And the Inner Sanctuary is the most zen area I think I've ever seen. Now, there have been a few other homes that have had some really, really nice front entrances. However, I don't think any of them really touch on the verticality and the openness of this space right here. It's a very, very cool little spot, very treehouse, and I really do like that so much. So down here, you're not really going to find a whole lot of functionality, more so just for aesthetic and a nice little kind of throughway as it leads into the rest of the home. Now over here we've got a nice big statue where the Eyes of the Falmer statue, or the Eyes of the Falmer quest for the Thieves Guild takes place. I believe that's a statue of one of the Snow Elves. But then we can go ahead and come on up here through this nice wooded area, this nice kind of lush and floral area. And we come across the wall of the tree right here. And similar to a lot of the other homes that are in either Solstheim or, Valenwood or anything like that, they do indeed have teleporters. So the Inner Sanctuary opens up into this. And I really do like this. So this is where all of the bells and whistles begin to come. So without further ado, in typical Ryan Team fashion, let's break it down, shall we? So I do love that they added this nice big cooking spit right here, but they made it to where it has stone all around it so that it doesn't burn the entire tree down. Kind of a nice little detail, a nice little attention to detail. Little dinner table set here for 4 butts. You could probably fit a fifth butt right there. With a lovely little food storage area right here. And you can indeed take most of this. In fact, you could probably take all of it. Can I just throw these plates everywhere? No. Okay, good. So they're technically on the shelf, I think. You can't pick them up and throw them like I normally try to do. So that's a really good thing. Now keep in mind, I do actually have the brightness turned up, or actually it wasn't even turned up, so I can go ahead and do that, get a little bit more of a bright tone. But as we come through here, we got a nice little bookshelf for the bookworms of Skyrim, and we have a chest of drawers with some Forsworn armor in there, as well as a jewelry box that comes filled to the brim with a whole bunch of good stuff to either sell or don as part of your outfit. Now, the interesting thing about this home is that it gives you 2 possibilities of living. One of which is inside of the tree, the other of which is outside of the tree. Now, it's a really cool way to honestly have a home, especially with multiple ways to live, but look at this. There's a giant bathtub / hot tub / whatever you want to call it And I love that you can actually come in here and sit on the soaking bench and just let your worries fade away. It is by far one of the coolest little spots to be. Super soothing. I only wish that there was, like, maybe a little bit more decor. Some towels, some soaps and stuff like that. But I think that would be really, really cool. But if we go ahead and take a look up here, we actually have some really neat stuff up here. We have 5 bows and a couple display cases and armor mannequins as well as a few storage chests. And this one looks to have some stuff inside of it. So some free armor, as well as some free nightingale bows. Look at that. So the Whispering Wood, the Whispering Night, Whispering Water, Whispering Fire, and Whispering Earth. All of which do 30 damage and are worth just an astronomical amount of money. I do love the fact that they are the nightingale bows, but they've got like different colored wood inside of them. Very, very cool detail on the mod author's part. So the weapon racks. Looks like these ones don't actually open. Do any of the other ones open? Okay, now that's bizarre. Okay, here we go. So there's an open, and then there's an activate button. So let's see, open. Gotta find the open. Okay, so they do open, and they do indeed work. So that's a good thing to know. And then a couple armor mannequins right over here. So the inside of the tree is a little bit more sparse than the outside of the tree, and I think you're going to agree with me when you see that. So in order to get to the outside, I should say the upper part of the sanctuary, you want to find this teleporter right here. Keep in mind you do have a nice little spot right here in case you want to play tree. But you can go ahead and take a look at this teleporter and teleport to the Skyrim section where it's more so out in Skyrim, I should say. So this is what I would call the outer sanctuary, honestly, and it's the best feeling screened-in patio I've ever seen in Skyrim. I do kind of wish that there was fertile soil in these so that you could actually grow things. Just having an empty plot there doesn't really mean anything. But I do believe that this is glass, which is really nice because you have a 360-degree view of the surrounding area of Skyrim. Now this area through here, not a whole lot going on. There could definitely be a little bit more decoration, but I do love all the wood. I love all the, the rugs, little seating areas and everything like that. I think a missed potential is storage right here and or shrines. I think that could have been a really cool little spot to have all of those. And then here is yet again another one of the master bedrooms. As I said, there's 2 ways to live in this house, inside the tree and outside the tree. And I would say this is definitely one of the ways to live outside the tree. Now, there's a bunch of doors that lead through pretty much everywhere, so it's a very open floor concept, so keep that in mind as you walk through here. But let's check out the bottom floor, and we'll come back up and check the top floor as well. So down here is kind of a main area. Once again, we have a nice little cooking spit, as well as a much larger kitchen with a beautiful view of the surrounding area. Just an awesome, awesome view. Look at that. You can see all the big branches. You can see Windhelm down there. Super, super beautiful. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to even show you where the hell it was at. It's right here on the map. I can't believe I forgot to do that. So, Dragon Tree Temple is right there, as well as Shore Stone, and then Windhelm being one of your closer holds, as well as Riften being probably the closest hold for you. So then, continuing on through here, we have yet again another large dinner table. You could probably fit a few more butts there. But then let's go ahead and take another look back upstairs, and we'll walk through that door right there, and we'll see what's inside of here. So it looks to be the alchemy and enchanting area inside of here. Really, really nice. Would have loved to see, chests along here that can store soul gems and alchemical ingredients and scrolls. I mean, it's still kind of nice to have those out and open, but at the same time, it would have been nice to actually have storage like they did here with all of the potions and stuff and alchemical ingredients. I think that would have looked cool with soul gems and scrolls. So you do indeed have an arcane enchanter. You got a nice storage chest here just in case you want to store anything in there. And then a nice big work table right here just in case you got to do some stuff. Nice big wraparound deck right here. And there are 2 ways to get down. Obviously you've got the one from there and then the one right here as well. Little bench right here in case you want to sit and enjoy. Yes, another little pool area, another little hot tub area. But let's go ahead and check out the rest of this home. And I'll show you that the doors, let's see, right here. This comes from the kitchen, and you can actually go back up to the main floor that we came from. So yeah, lots and lots and lots of ways to get everywhere, especially outside of the tree. But as we move through here, you can actually see that there's another bedroom inside of there. Not sure if I would call that a master bedroom, but maybe a guest bedroom. But right out here, you've got a nice little spot to soak if you want to. Just don't get up on the edge because it's a long way down. A long way down. Definitely so. But then as we continue through here, I love this little garden area right here with this very large tree. There's actually two of them, which is ironic. We're growing trees inside of a tree, on top of a tree. It's a bit of a, a bit of a crazy concept. Outside, we got a big picnic table, kind of. I love the stone inlays here, too, with the wooden kind of rim. And then these are supposed to be lily pads, but I believe they are just a missing texture. Really, really cool nonetheless. But let us finalize this tour of this home by continuing along the treetop and taking a look at the crafting area. So up this very large sweeping staircase, we come to yet another one of our little gazebos over here. And we can take a look at the full-fledged crafting workshop. So inside of here, we do indeed have our forge, our workbench, as well as our smelter, grindstone, and our tanning rack. So it's honestly a really, really nice space to have up here. And, you know, granted, it's all the way in the back, so if you're super heavy with ore, it's probably going to be a bit of a walk. But you've also got an archery target there, as well as a few things to practice your combat skills right here. Now, during the daytime, the home is beautiful, but at nighttime, it does change a little bit. So you can see there's a large emphasis on the lamps guiding you through all of the different pathways, guiding you back down through the garden area. I really do think some lamps hanging from this would have been really cool. And then back into the main part of the home. So I do believe that's everything that this home has to offer, and I'm eager to hear what you guys think of it down there in the comment section. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Would you use this home, especially if you're going for a roleplay heavy person, or you just kind of want a gigantic tree in Skyrim that has all the bells and whistles that you could possibly want? I'd say one of the bells and whistles that it's mainly missing is the ability to do lots and lots of storage. There are lots of chests around there, but they're scattered. I think having a dedicated storage room would be very, very nice. One thing that I had not seen in this was that. But let me know down there in the comment section what you guys are thinking. But until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.